Hello there, my name is Julio Lazarte. Welcome to Athletic Ballroom Dance. Today I have a video about technique. This is not gonna be dance technique. I don't have a studio, or I don't have the ability to go to a studio at this point to talk about more dancing. But right now, because we are in this crazy world right now, we're gonna be, probably some of you are gonna be focusing on exercising, and the technique that I want to talk about is planks and push-ups specifically. We're gonna be talking about just the hand, elbow, shoulder positioning right now. We're not gonna bother talking about everything yet because it's gonna be a little bit lengthy. So if this is for you and you find it helpful, let me know. Okay, let's do it. For this first part of the video, we're going to talk about hand placement. Either you can have, let me show you this way. Either you can have your hands open or closed if it's hurting your wrists. But now if it's hurting your wrists, it's because you're not placing all your weight through your fingers. Meaning, if there is this is let's say this is the floor. If you place your hand down, let's go like this. So if you're placing your hand down and all of your weight is just going right here to your palm, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have like this kind of arch between your fingers and your palm, right? Because all of your weight is coming down to this point. And that's why some of you might have some pain right here in your wrist. So make sure, if you have that problem, instead of just like placing your weight right on your wrist, what you should do is place your hand like if you were walking almost, and on your toes. So you're gonna spread those fingers, you're gonna press down with your fingers, and you're gonna press down the meaty part of your palm down too. So you're really spreading all of the weight down there. Instead of just like having this, you're really spreading and kind of like a tentacle, like an octopus, like a fivtopus, quintupus. So you're gonna go like this, right? So you're pushing the earth down even with your fingers. So you're not just resting on your wrist. So that's like the first thing that you should do. Okay? So again, from here, instead of going just this, like this, with your palms, with your wrists, because that's gonna hurt your wrists, you just place your fingers down and really kind of dig everything in. You should dig your index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, even your thumb. You should place it down on the floor. And now from here you have a very stable base where all of your weight is placed not only on your wrist but throughout your hand. So from here you're gonna know you're doing this right, because as soon as you are done with your exercise and you let go, you should have a print, maybe on your yoga mat or on the floor. If it's a hard floor, you won't see it. Even like on the fake grass that they have over there at some gyms, like you should be able to see that. So that's the first thing that you should think about with your hands, especially if this is hurting. Now, if it's too much and if you don't have enough strength to do it, you can do it with just your knuckles. Now, when it comes down to knuckles, make sure you're not putting all of your weight on these three. Try to do it on these two. It's basically these two and like between these two, because what I find out is that is it's a stable position, a much more stable position than this. And also you can see how the wrist is aligned, and now it's not, it's kind of like broken. Do you see that? So that is one line, broken. So again, one line, and then that's broken right here. So there we go. That is either with your knuckles or with your hands. What I want to talk about is, should you open your hands or should you close them? That would depend on like the exercise that you want to do, but for planks, what I like to do is point my index fingers forward and like guns. So you're gonna place those and you're gonna have kind of like an L, right? So you have your L. Which one is L? I think this one's L. Okay, so you're gonna have, let me go back up a little bit. So you're gonna have these two index fingers going forward. Boom. That's the easiest way for me to remember where if I have good hand placement besides just the pressure that you put in there, right? So now we have pressure, which is really spreading those fingers and putting all the pressure through your whole hand. Second is alignment, the L or the finger guns that are gonna be pointing forward, right where you want to go. Now the next step is we're gonna just stack everything up. Now once you have your hand firmly down on the floor, you should be able to stack your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder on the same place for this plank. You can have other planks where they're up here, down here, but for regular plank and push-up, make sure this is in one line from shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Now there are some problems that happen with some people that have hyperextension, and that would be elbows. So with that is that your elbow, let me come to here so you can see it. So the elbow either will be bent out or will come in. And both of them, well, first of all, this one is bad because you're putting a lot of stress in your elbow right here. It's just like the hand that we were talking about is making sure you're putting enough pressure through that joint and through your hand. The same thing is going to happen for your elbow. If your elbow is going out, you're not going to be able to transmit all of your body weight efficiently now. Now if it's in, that's just painful first of all, and you're not in correct alignment. So finding that balance of where your elbow should be is kind of hard, but you should also know, because you should feel like pain in either way. For what I like to think about is I have a little bit of hyperextension on my elbow right here, as you can tell. So if I go like this in a plank or a push-up position, like it really, let's see. So this is neutral for me and this is hyperextension. Do you see that the difference? So that's aligned, and that is hyperextended, and we don't want that. So again, what's gonna be hard and challenging for most of you is making sure to have your elbow in a neutral place. How you can find that? Easy. You take your elbow, do a hyperextension, and you just bend it a little bit more. Now this one is gonna be hard because you're gonna be focusing on using more of your muscle recruitment, but it's going to be better for you the long term because you're going to understand where your natural plank position is going to be. Alright, so review. We have pressure through your palm, spreading fingers, alignment, index finger pointing up, elbow not in or out, kind of in the middle. That's going to be up to you to find that one. And you're going to be able to feel the connection of your triceps already working in that position too. Third, shoulders. Now shoulder is a funky little place because either your shoulder will roll forward, will collapse, there are many things that are gonna happen, okay? But the first thing that you have to know is that your shoulder should be over your wrist, over your elbow, and you want to push it up. So you don't want to have this happen where you're just collapse here like a turtle. You want to push away. Okay? Same for your push-ups. If you're doing your push-ups and you just come here instead of like really pushing up and being in that correct alignment through here, that is just not gonna work for you the long term. So again, you're gonna try to push down even with your shoulder, which is weird, but you should be able to feel that. So let me show you this way. So instead of collapsing, you just wanna push down. Collapsed, push down. And you can even do this just to feel like what it feels like to collapse, push away. So you have pressure through your hand, fingers spread. Let me do this over here now. So you have pressure through your hand, fingers spread, pressure through all your hand, wrist. If it hurts, you can go for your knuckles, or even a dumbbell if you have one. From here, now we're gonna stack. We don't wanna have this breaking position or this where it's going the other way. We wanna have it nice, neutral line here. Now we don't wanna have this collapsed shoulder. We wanna push away, right? We wanna push away. We don't want to have the elbow in or two out, right in the middle. You're gonna feel it. Your triceps are gonna be burning just from holding that position. Plank, right? From here, the last thing that I wanna talk about is if you don't wanna do this position, right? Where you are here, and you wanna start easy, you can go on your hands and try to feel it by yourself, right? Like where are your shoulders? They're turning out in. Let me show you here. So if they're turning out, they're turning in. Shoulders down, up. You can go on your elbows. Now on your elbows, it's gonna be the same thing. Now you don't wanna just hang on your elbows there. Just like your hands, you don't wanna hang on your palms. So what you do is push down. So from here, you're just gonna push down, and you're gonna transfer all of your weight through your forearm right here, right? So from here, instead of going just elbows, you really push away, and that immediately helps you push your shoulders down too. So there you have it. We have alignment, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and pressure, correct pressure, right? Through your hand. We don't want the elbow coming in or out. Shoulder, we don't want to collapse, we want to push away. And we don't want it to go forward or back. Well, we don't want to go forward, so we pull it a little bit down and push down. So both of them down, so down and down. Well, hope you guys liked this technique video. We're gonna review again those points that we made. We want to make sure we have pressure through our palm, through our hand, spreading those fingers, the alignment going from index finger guns, L facing forward. We want to have our good wrist, elbow, and shoulder in one line. Now we don't want to have it, we don't want to have a hyperextension or too much of a bend. We want to try to find that neutral position, and we want to have the shoulder back and down, so we want to push. Thank you so much guys for watching. Keep dancing and have a great workout. I'll see you in the next video.